I met a gypsy.
You worked with Eli for a bit early in his career. What was that experience like for you? Because you see, I mean, he's like one of the quietest, most secretive kind of guys in the sport, but the work ethic is as obvious as it gets, you know? So like you would have seen things and you would have had such a more intimate experience with him than most people would. Like, what do you make of him, the person, and like what do you see in him that like let him be so successful?
He's a very down to earth person, and I think that comes from his mother and his father from being successful already. Yeah. But then also living in Colorado. You know, he lives in Colorado. He lives in the most amazing place. I mean, it's beautiful. So it's hard to get so out there when you're living out there. You know what I mean? So combination of things: 1, mom and dad; 2, teaching work ethic; 3, living in Colorado where he does, not in SoCal, and the other thing, just I think people have this born intensity, and he has that. So on the bike, you know, we worked a bit. Excuse me, and I helped him with his technique. And I think the first time I worked with a Supercross, I took a second and a half off his lap time just by his toes and his hips, not by jumping quads, not by going just more efficient. Then we'd work out in the gym, and the intensity that he brought, it's just so much different than everybody else. Like I would be changing weights, you know, changing stuff, and he'd be sitting right behind me, just kind of like shaking, like antsy, like, and right when I said, okay, go, boom, he'd grab that thing and just fucking go like hell, you know? And so we had video of it, and then other guys would come in and do their thing. I said, hey, I go, look at this. I go, does that look like you? No, well, that's Eli Tomac. I said, it doesn't matter who it is. It's the intensity that he's putting into it. I go, how about let's watch, let's duplicate this guy, because he's winning, you know? So I think, you know, that is that part, those 3 things. Also, he's had a little bit of a good luck charm on his side. This is motocross, man. Sorry. You know what I mean? And he hasn't had some stupid thing. Like, let's say Roxon, right? You know, Roxon didn't do anything wrong. He had that big crash and he got stuck in the wheel, and those are just motocross stuff, right? Yeah. Or look at Austin, right?
Dude, Dean Wilson was
Wilson, Austin, even myself. It's just like some people don't have that. Carmichael didn't have that. Jeremy didn't have whatever. So again, you do have a little feather in your hat, and you know, I don't see anything special in him. Not like a James Stewart or a Jet Lawrence. I just think it's the basis. You know, there is nothing special, but he's making sure that he hits all the important parts. You know, he's watering the roots, not watering the leaves. Yeah. You know, and the water in the leaves is look at me and my Instagram, and I got to train like this, and I got to make sure I have a heart rate monitor on when I take a shit. I don't think he even wears a heart rate monitor when he trains at all. He doesn't. You know what I mean? He runs in the hills, doesn't ride bicycles, you know, just does what you're supposed to do. The sport now, to me, has gone a little bit wrong with the whole Eldon thing. It's just like you're making these little frail little wafers, you know what I mean? And just spending too much time on a road bike, which isn't, you know, I don't think motocross is such about fitness anymore. You know what I mean? Because the bikes are so good. The techniques are more efficient. I don't know. I don't see them, you know, I don't see them having to work as hard as, let's say, back in our day when the bikes didn't go anywhere and you had to just go and go and ride at 120. Power. I mean, 125, you rode as hard as you could the whole entire time. So, you know, you had to be super fit that way. So I think now it's not so much fitness, it's more efficiency, technique, which you're seeing Jet. Jet is passing these guys not by doing quads, not by shifting another gear, but by technique, by keeping this rear wheel on the ground. Always getting traction, never losing momentum, never stopping and going. Always in a constant feel, not in a constant thought. Because a thought will make you ride Barsha, a feel will make you ride Jet. Yeah. Right? And so that's what I see with Jet, is that his approach is very efficient, his technique is very sound, and his focus is very disciplined. Yeah. You know, because to go 14 motos straight or more with the second fastest guy in the world on your ass, and you don't make a mistake, that was pretty profound. I was taken back because I've never seen anything like that. Carmichael would make a mistake a little bit, you know what I mean? But but they weren't pressured like this, I don't think. You know, when Carmichael did it, he had Wyndham and this and that, but just, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But
I kind of agree with you.
Maybe I'm wrong, but anyway.
I said something similar.
Yeah, so, but just his approach and this and that, Because I don't think, it's not like Jet is killing everybody by fitness. And he's not killing everybody raw speed. He's killing everybody by constant momentum and not having to fix mistakes and never losing traction.
Yeah, yeah. So I want to go, maybe we'll dive a little bit deeper into Jet, but with Eli coming back for this year, what do you think is possible for him? Do you think that, because I personally think you're at A1, you're going to see a level of love and appreciation for a rider that we've maybe never seen before.
Yeah. I told him, I said, hey, look, I talked to him, I said, this is the perfect opportunity. I go, if you were smart, this is what you'd do. You'd get a film crew, and you'd hire a film crew just like F1 or whatever, maybe not that big, but just a film crew, and you document your return. My return and my last year. Yeah. You will be an absolute fucking hero. Bro. Because everybody loves the comeback, and everybody loves the last show. I go, you would be a legend, and then you'd have a documentary behind it of your injury, coming back, and your year of retirement. I mean, dude, come on.
Plus, come on. Think about this. He's the American hero. Yeah. And you got this young Australian that just went 22-0. And, Jet is like, people will not like Jet just based on how fucking good he is. Yeah. And like, I honestly believe that when Eli comes back, stadiums in America would have never seen this level of love and appreciation for a rider.
Yeah, I think so. That's definitely, and also you're going to see how sold out they're going to be, because you got Sexton, and you have Tomac
and Deegan.
Yeah, but in the 450 class,
But in terms of people coming to the stadiums, Deegan, like he's gonna bring. Yeah. Like, dude, there was some nationals. I was talking to Cincerello about it, but. Well, I went to Washougal, and it was like a fucking Beatles concert out the front of Star, bro. Wow. Like, it was actually...
And nobody's there for anybody else, huh?
No, it was and the other riders, you can see them just being like, fuck this shit. Like, this is really annoying. Yeah. Like, that's the level that they're bringing. But how do you think it will be being a 30-year-old athlete coming back from an injury like that?
It's fine. I mean, for me, I know at 50, at 50, I would qualify for national, and that was kind of one of my goals. I wanted to do at 50, qualify for national, but never got a chance. So 30, dude, he's still young, this and that, and I'll get in Supercross. Doesn't take much out of you, and there's only so fast you can go in Supercross. So it's not like outdoors where it's just like there's no limit. Kind of, Supercross you only can go so fast. So Jet's not going to be that far ahead of everybody. I really don't think.
No. Well, we've kind of seen it a little bit the SMX.
Yeah, I think it's going to be so much closer than the outdoor, just because he's closer, and but I think it's going to be a good battle. And yes, definitely Eli can come back and shoot for that title, but it's going to be different. But okay, what do you bring? What are you bringing new to the table? These other guys have some new tricks, some new things, some new ways. So you got to bring something new to the table also. So.
Yeah, no, I'm so excited to see it.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Will you go to A1? You think?
Oh yeah, of course. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'll go to A1. Yeah, I'll go to A1 and watch that. A2, watch at home. No.
We're excited to announce the launch of our new membership site, GYPSYTales.com, packed with exclusive content and perks that you won't find anywhere else. This is your chance to become a part of the Gypsy Gang. And as a special bonus, if you sign up to an annual membership, you'll be entered into the draw to win our custom-built TC125. Gypsy Gang.